The latest developments from the courtroom have elevated this saga to an entirely new level. Not merely a property dispute, but a battle over control and justice. Recently, the court issued a ruling requiring Brad Pitt to hand over all emails, messages, and documents from 2016 to 2018, a tumultuous period following Angelina Jolie's filing for divorce. According to Jolie, these documents contain evidence that Pitt attempted to coerce her into signing a non-disclosure agreement, NDA. She asserts that this NDA was not just designed to cover up Pitt's alleged abusive behavior, but also served as a tool of power to economically oppress and control her. Jolie's legal team has boldly referred to the NDA as a form of coercive control, suggesting that Pitt leveraged his financial influence and celebrity status to pressure Jolie. They argue that the NDA restricted her personal freedom and acted as a shield for Pitt to avoid legal accountability. If these documents are made public, they could unveil critical truths about the final years of their marriage. Meanwhile, Pitt's side has presented a starkly opposing narrative. His legal team claims Jolie is recycling old allegations, which have previously been dismissed, as a strategy to gain leverage in the property dispute over Chateau Miraval. They argue that Jolie is not genuinely seeking justice, but is instead focused on tarnishing Pitt's public image. The courtroom debates have grown increasingly heated, with Jolie's lawyers accusing Pitt of deliberately delaying the submission of documents to hinder the legal process. This has prompted speculation. Does Brad Pitt have something to hide, or is this merely a legal maneuver to safeguard his interests? Amid the volley of accusations and counterclaims, public opinion has become deeply divided. Jolie has consistently stated that her decision to sell her stake in Chateau Miraval was not motivated by personal gain, but rather by a desire to escape Pitt's control and achieve financial independence. Pitt, however, maintains that Jolie violated their prior agreement, undermining their joint efforts to build a globally renowned wine brand. This legal battle not only highlights profound personal conflicts, but also raises ethical and power dynamics questions. Is Brad Pitt truly wielding the NDA as a weapon to obscure abusive behavior, or is Angelina Jolie amplifying the narrative to achieve her objectives? The outcome of this clash remains a mystery. With increasing court intervention and mounting public scrutiny, neither party seems willing to back down. The forthcoming documents could prove pivotal, not just in the legal proceedings, but also in the battle for public perception. What is evident now is that the confrontation between Hollywood's two most powerful stars revolves around far more than a lost love. It is a struggle for power, dignity, and the exposure of dark secrets hidden behind the glittering facade of fame. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt once owned Chateau Miraval, a symbol of their love and the venue for their 2008 wedding. But what began as a romantic dream soon spiraled into a bitter tragedy when Jolie sold her share of the estate to a Russian businessman in 2022. Pitt swiftly filed a $67 million lawsuit, accusing Jolie of breaching an agreement that neither could sell their share without the other's consent. However, Jolie hit back, claiming she had tried to sell her share to Pitt, but he refused. Why? Jolie alleges that Pitt demanded she sign a highly confidential NDA to silence her allegations of domestic abuse during their marriage. Once the world's golden couple, Brangelina represented the perfect blend of love, family, and success, admired by millions of fans worldwide. But like a fairy tale turned nightmare, everything unraveled in ways no one could have foreseen. Flashback to 2005, when Mr. and Mrs. Smith debuted, the chemistry between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt as a pair of married assassins ignited not just on-screen fireworks, but also rumors of an off-screen romance. At the time, Pitt was married to Jennifer Aniston, America's beloved girl next door. Their seemingly perfect marriage collapsed, and rumors of Pitt's relationship with Jolie became the subject of intense public scrutiny. Despite the backlash, Jolie and Pitt weathered the storm, building a large multicultural family with 6 children, both biological and adopted. Angelina, known as a devoted mother and a talented actress, and Brad, one of Hollywood's leading men, created an image of a family that was universally admired. Together, they not only shared the screen but also collaborated on humanitarian projects, donating millions to help those in need. Yet not everything was as perfect as it seemed. In September 2016, the world was stunned when Angelina Jolie filed for divorce, ending their 12-year relationship. The reason cited was irreconcilable differences, but shocking details soon began to emerge. The breaking point was an incident during a flight from France to Los Angeles, where a heated argument reportedly erupted between Pitt and their eldest son, Maddox. Jolie accused Pitt of being physically abusive toward Maddox while intoxicated. The FBI and Child Protection Service services launched investigations, but Pitt was cleared of any wrongdoing. Nevertheless, the event became an irreparable crack in their relationship, sending the family plummeting from the heights of happiness to the depths of despair. Since then, the battle between Jolie and Pitt has extended beyond the courtroom to dominate media headlines. Jolie insists her fight is for the safety and well-being of their children, while Pitt strives to protect his image as a devoted father. Every document, every allegation has been wielded like a dagger aimed at the shimmering past they once shared. Was their love ever truly as perfect as it seemed, or did the relentless glare of the spotlight transform a beautiful dream into a haunting nightmare? This may be just the beginning of a series of secrets waiting to be unveiled. Nestled in the picturesque region of Provence, France, Chateau Miraval once stood as the dreamy haven where Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie envisioned their eternal home. This magnificent estate was more than just a lavish property, it was the backdrop for some of the most memorable moments in their marriage. Yet, like a silent curse, Miraval also bore witness to the irreparable collapse of Hollywood's most powerful couple. In 2008, when Brad and Angelina purchased Chateau Miraval for $60 million, the media hailed it as a castle of love. Far from being a mere vacation home, it became the heart of their family, a serene and idyllic sanctuary where their children grew up surrounded by nature. What made Miraval even more extraordinary was their secret wedding held there in 2014. The intimate ceremony, attended by their 6 children, transformed Miraval into a symbol of love and family, a place where everything seemed perfect. Yet behind the splendor lay subtle cracks in their union. From managing the massive estate to the pressures of running a world-renowned wine brand, Miraval gradually evolved into the epicenter of irreconcilable conflicts. By 2021, as tensions between Brad and Angelina reached a boiling point, Miraval unexpectedly became the focal point of a heated legal battle. Jolie sold her stake in Miraval to a Russian conglomerate without prior notice to Brad Pitt. This move violated what was allegedly an informal agreement that neither would sell their share without the other's consent. That agreement, rumored to be a form of NDA, non-disclosure agreement, turned out to be laden with mysterious terms. The NDA, an instrument often used to safeguard celebrities' privacy, now became a double-edged sword. As the dispute unfolded, buried secrets about their marriage began to surface. Jolie accused Pitt of coercing her into signing the agreement, framing it as a means to hold her hostage in their financial disputes. Pitt, on the other hand, argued that her sale was an act of retaliation, undermining the brand's value that they had built together. But the story didn't stop at legal complexities. Insider reports suggested that Miraval was where the first fractures in their marriage began to appear. Differences in lifestyle, the strain of raising 6 children, and the simmering tensions of marital life created fissures that proved impossible to mend. Chateau Miraval, once a beacon of love, now stands as a bitterly ironic contradiction. From a place filled with children's laughter and lavish celebrations, it has become the battleground of a legal war between 2 people who were once deeply in love. So what truly happened at Miraval? What secrets does the mysterious NDA conceal? Was this estate ever a paradise, or merely a facade hiding the darkest corners of their relationship? Hollywood, a place where the most dazzling love stories and the loudest divorces in the world are laid bare under the spotlight. Yet among the whispers and speculations, a legal battle is unfolding that goes far beyond any typical Hollywood drama. This is the showdown between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, 2 iconic stars who once captured the world's admiration with their love story. For over a decade together, from sweet moments on the red carpet to heartfelt collaborations like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, who could have imagined that they would one day face off in a prolonged and bitter legal battle of this magnitude? But this isn't merely about assets or custody. This is a story of shocking allegations, a mysterious NDA agreement, and truths that could utterly dismantle both of their public images. What really happened on that fateful flight in 2016? What drove Angelina Jolie to relentlessly bring accusations of abuse into the public eye, regardless of the consequences for her reputation and family? And why has Brad Pitt fought so hard to keep everything under wraps by pushing her to sign a confidentiality agreement? This battle isn't just about money or pride. It's a clash over buried truths, dark secrets that could send shockwaves through Hollywood. Once again, Angelina Jolie has claimed an initial victory as the court orders Brad Pitt to hand over all related documents. But will this lead to justice, or is it merely the prelude to a bitter, unrelenting saga? Join me as we unlock the door to one of the most intense and enigmatic legal battles Hollywood has ever witnessed, where emotions run high, secrets are exposed, and the confrontation leaves no room for retreat between 2 individuals who were once the epitome of love.